Good morning, everyone. This is Karl Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Sunday, May 11th, 2014. And just Mother's Day, and I want to wish all those mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. I'm only doing one video today because I'm going to a World War II event and a reenactment thing later, and do some videos and take some stills and stuff. I'm going to be done with my daily videos Tuesday, and then I can start working on some other stuff that I really want to do. And I have two particular videos that I want to do that are more important. Anyway, let me get on with this. Start off with these are Bible verses that I was led to read on September 6th of 2013. Start off with Psalms 95:5, and it says, "The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land." Okay, let me go on to Ezekiel now. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 8. And a footnote under Ezekiel chapter 2 says, in parentheses 3, the filling with the Spirit. And then verse 8 goes, "But thou, Son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee." And now we're going to go to Micah. We're going to go to Daniel. Daniel. Okay, chapter 12, verse 9. And the footnote under chapter 12 says, "The Great Tribulation." And then verse 9. And the footnote under this little section says, "The last message to Daniel." And then verse 9 says, "And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end." And now let's go to Micah. Chapter 4, verse 10. Okay, Micah chapter 4, and the footnote under chapter 4 says, in parentheses 2, "The future kingdom of Messiah." In parentheses A, "the kingdom to be supreme." And go to the chapter verse 10, and then the footnote above this little section says, and in parentheses F, "the intervening Babylonian captivity." And 10 says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies." Okay. All right. Let's go to Matthew. Chapter 2, verse 16. Okay, the footnote under chapter 2 says, "Visit of Maggie." And verse 16, footnote right above verse 16 says, "Herod's slaughter of the innocents." And verse 16 goes, "Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and were in all the coasts thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise man." Nice guy, King Herod. Not. Okay, let's go to okay, where are we at? Okay, Luke Okay, chapter 9, verse 42. Chapter 9, and then a footnote under chapter 9 says, the 12 sent forth to preach. And verse 42 goes on. And there's the footnote above this little section says, the powerless disciples, demon cast out of a child. And 42 says, and as he was yet coming, the devil threw him down and tear him, and Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit and healed the child and delivered him again to his father. Okay. Now we're going to go to Revelation. Chapter 4, verse 1. Revelation chapter 4, and the footnote is things which shall be hereafter, then the 7 seals, and then in parentheses A, introduction, the throne in heaven. And then verse 1 goes, after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, come up hither, and I will shew these things which must be hereafter. Okay, and let's go to Revelation 8, verse 7 and 8, and then the footnote under Revelation chapter 8 as the seals resume, the 7th seal out of which trumpets come. And then verse 7, the footnote right above verse 7 says, parentheses B, the trumpet judgments, and then parentheses 1, the first trumpet, and 7, the first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and green grass was burned up. Alright, and then verse 12. And then verse 12, there's a footnote under verse 12, above verse 12, and it's parentheses 4, the 4th trumpet. And the 4th trumpet, and the 4th angel sounded, and the 3rd part of the sun was smitten, and the 3rd part of the moon, and the 3rd part of the stars, so as the 3rd part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a 3rd part of it, and the night likewise. Alright, okay, now we'll go to 13:5. Okay, Revelation chapter 13, verse 5, 13, and then the footnote under chapter 13 says in parentheses 6, the beast out of the sea, and verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. Okay. Okay, and then Revelation, we're going to go to 14:12, and then the footnote under chapter 14, it's a parenthetical vision of the Lamb and the 144,000, and verse 12, and a footnote above this little section, the doom of the beast worshippers announced, and 12 says, here is the patience of the saints, here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. And let's go to 16, verses 9 and 11. Okay, chapter 16. The footnote under chapter 16, parentheses 2, the vials and the wrath of God upon the earth. And verses 9 and 11, footnote above 9. This section is the fourth vial. And 9 says, and men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of God, which hath power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. And then 11, and a footnote above this section is the fifth vial. And then 11 says, and blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. Okay, now let's go to Revelation 18:9. Okay, and a footnote under chapter 18, in the last form of apostate Christendom, the warning to God's people. And then verse 9, and the footnote right above verse 9 is the human view of Babylon. And 9 says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Okay. And finally, we're going to finish off on Revelation 17:8. Oh, we got. Oh, well, okay. We got them all mixed up. Okay, go back to 17:8. Verse 17, the seven dooms, the footnote under chapter 17 was the seven dooms, and then parentheses 1, the doom of Babylon, and the divine view of Babylon, and then verse 8, and then a footnote right above verse 8 says, the last form of Gentile world power. And then 8 says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. Okay, my notes are all messed up. Well, that's it for today. God bless you all. God bless the country you happen to be in. God bless America. And be sure to hug your loved ones, including your mothers and your pets. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Goodbye.